Hello gamers and geeks, and welcome to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. And today I'm a little snuffly, so pardon me if you hear that in my voice. Today we're playing Twisted Spire. No, we're not playing Twisted Spire. Oh, I've got to fix that. Okay, I will fix that. We're playing The Chase. Why didn't I fix that? Nah. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. So, yeah. Would the players that are present each like to introduce themselves?
I play Amakos Ulis, who is a paladin bard warlock. He is a Levistus tiefling, and he has recently learned to channel his rage into his music.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I am playing Big Man, as the wizard artificer of the group.
Indeed.
Hey, Graham. How you doing? Yeah, doing good.
Rivers?
Hunter's got an order for us, so we're just picking it up. Yeah. He's got somebody else.
I am Rivis. I am a Triton barbarian paladin.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
And last but not least...
I get to people lunch. Hiya.
Amanda?
My name is Amira, and I play a reborn amethyst gem cobalt barbarian.
Yes.
A tiny dragon.
Yeah, a kobold. And we will be getting Blood Dancer joining us eventually. What happened last time we played?
Okay, so we started off just as we were entering back into the necropolis. We had retrieved pieces of a sword which we thought belonged to Goodwin the Night Guard we'd tried to rescue from the Drow City. We had a tiny bit of potion left to us, so we turned ourselves into ghouls again. Went to the Night Guard station. They were a little skeptical when we handed them the pieces of sword.
Yes.
Ooh, they were like, this is not quite what we asked for. But we were like, well, it was the only bits that we could find. We didn't do it, honest. Anyway, they were unwilling to pay us. Because obviously we haven't technically done our job, so
because you haven't brought him back alive. Well, you haven't brought him back
exactly.
Undead. You brought him back as broken bits.
We have of sword, so they are going to see about reforging the sword that was broken. Ooh. So they are going to see about doing that. Damakos recommended they go to Dowerfang.
Yep,
who is the only smith I know in Necropolis. There may be others, but I mentioned him because I know him. So they said that would take about 2 days. And did we want to come? They offered us to hang out in the cells, but seeing as we're not actually undead, that seemed a little foolish. But apparently, Big Man it's been his lifelong dream to visit the library. So
in the
he
necropolis.
wants to stay around the necropolis. So we decided to go back to the hag to try and get some more potions so that we can continue to look like undead and not get attacked on sight and eaten. And
not
she
just look,
was...
but smell, etc. Yes, to be perceived as undead despite being alive.
Yes.
The
So he sort of reluctantly went to her because the price could be slightly steep. And we got to her house and she was there with a small green infant which is slightly
Yeah, we
strange.
didn't- at the time, we didn't know you were
But
still
she told us
online.
she was
We didn't do those.
training it up to be her new apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, okay. But she seemed to be looking after it fairly well, which is sort of surprising.
It's gonna be a memory.
But she said, sort of agreed
Yeah, don't worry,
on
don't
the basis that we go and find her some ingredients. So we were given a list of ingredients to go shopping for.
Shopping for.
Unfortunately, shopping
Yes.
this ingredients mainly consists of hunting down the monsters and killing them and taking their parts.
Yes.
So first of all, we decided to go and try and get the mushrooms because we did know where the myconids were. Unfortunately, they weren't too happy with the idea of us taking any mushrooms at all. But they said there was another colony of myconids which they were not friends with, and we could go and get the mushrooms from them.
Mm-hmm.
Quite happy with that. So we were like, okay. So we left the myconids, or that myconid colony, and we carried on through the tunnels towards this
Other colony.
second myconid colony they told us about. And as we were journeying through the tunnels, we came upon a place that looked there was lots of stalactites and stalagmites that looked a little suspicious. It turned out that a few of them were ropers.
Mm-hmm.
So we engaged in a bit of a protracted and almost lethal battle with these ropers.
Mm-hmm.
And they almost had us, but luckily for us, a random beholder was disturbed by the noise and started attacking some of the ropers.
Yeah.
So we were able to defeat the ropers, and the beholder's just gone back to, staring
Well, he was
into space.
he was making his way through the cavern, grumbling to himself about having to get past these annoying fucking ropers every time, and just you set off his eye beams. So he is. If you kept yourself out of sight,
You sure?
which is difficult when it's a beholder, but he didn't seem to be paying much attention. He was off in his own world. As long as he maintains that.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, as long as he continues to not care about, have no interest in you, he'll wander
Well, we can put it on my
into
horse
the
and I'll figure
next
out.
cavern and be gone. So, which presumably is what you did. You
Yes. So that was what we did. We
Yeah.
proceeded to end up having a long rest where we were. Seeing there was sort of like a beholder standing guard, it seemed almost safe in comparison to many other places in the Underdark. And due to the fact this was such a epic battle in which many of us almost died, we leveled up.
Yes, you did.
There we are.
Yeah.
So you should now be level
I
9.
don't think I've forgotten anything. Yeah, I don't think I've forgotten anything.
Yeah, don't want to be running around with that.
That's okay. Yeah. So, anything in particular you would have done with your downtime during your long rest?
Damakos was drumming and making up rage songs, and while during downtime.
Big man would have been tending to his little his child,
His child?
the little mimic.
The little mimic. Yes, the baby mimic. Mimic drip.
Yes.
Cool. Alright. Would Amira and Rivers been up to anything in particular?
Just practicing with wave.
You're just practicing doing the wave?
Practicing with my trident wave.
Ah, yes. That makes more sense.
I'd probably be doing the same thing with my weapons.
Okay. So, when you have finished resting and sparring,
Take that back.
you wake up the next day. Is there anything in particular that you need to do at the end of a long rest? Don't think any of you have mage armor or anything like that, or get to switch your spells around when you wake up or anything. No?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We shall proceed. So yeah, you wake up in the room full of stalactites and stalagmites. What you do now?
Carry on towards the Myconid colony that we were directed towards by the Myconids. Like, get this over with. That's what Damocos is like. We want to get all this stuff together quick, and hanging around in these tunnels is not the best plan.
No, it is not.
You move onwards and stuff.
Onwards. Okay.
That's good.
Ooh. That's fun.
I think they're pissing everyone off, honestly.
Okay. So yeah, you keep making your way through the tunnel. And...
Nail.
Shit. Be right back.
You're the lady that got sewers, aren't you? Doing it sounds like a little bit different when you're out on the West Coast.
Helps if I actually have the books. I did a in-person game yesterday, so it's all packed up.
I think you only took the kind of funnel. That doesn't. You sound fine.
Where are they?
Irish. But yeah, I forgot.
So who's taking the lead as you pass through
Up that way again.
the tunnels? Who's going to be up front,
Alrighty.
making sure the coast is clear?
Pole position.
I think we're gonna head back.
Who's got the best perception, I guess, out of us?
Mhm.
Is it Amira, maybe? Has Amira got best perception?
It would have to be one of the breathing people. People who...
The breathing people.
Breathe. Because they're the ones that have the directions.
The directions. Okay. Well, Blood Dancer actually has the highest passive perception, but she's not technically here. So she's dawdling along half asleep, and someone else is going to have to be the eyes at the moment. The next best for passive perception are Damocos and Big Man. So,
Lizzie comes or Connell?
Well, my passive perception may have gone up because
Lizzie, cameras.
okay, let's have a look. Your
expertise.
Your
My
character
proficiency
sheet.
bonus is +5.
Could I have my manifest mind go ahead?
Okay, so yeah, your perception should be +5, and your passive perception therefore should be 15. Can you have your manifest what? Go ahead.
Mind. Cause the mind manifests a tiny spectral object. You get all the fancy.
You Conjure forth the mind of your awakened spellbook. As its bonus action, while the book is on your person, you can cause the mind to manifest as a tiny spectral object hovering in an unoccupied space of your choice within 60 feet of you. The spectral mind is intangible and doesn't occupy a space. It sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius, looks like a ghostly tome, a cascade of text, or a scholar from the past. Your choice. Well manifested, the spectral mind can hear and see, and it has dark vision with a range of 60 feet. It can telepathically share with you what it sees and hears. And whenever you cast a wizard spell, you can cast it as if you were in the spectral mind's space instead of your own, using its senses. So you're just going to keep this thing 60 feet ahead of you as you're walking through, right? Sorry?
He'd probably do that, yeah.
Okay.
Yates.
Yes. But it's still going to be using your perception.
True. But we know if it gets shot down or attacked, then
Yeah.
you know something's there.
I have a question regarding your perception, actually, because it says in your character sheet that you have a +1 to perception, and yet your passive perception says 13. How did something give you a +2 to your passive?
I just figured perception was the same one. Was the flat 13?
No, it's based on your actual perception. It's 10 plus whatever your perception modifier is.
Oh.
So your passive perception is 11.
Would be 11.
Uh-huh. And Damocles
Okay.
is 15, so... Okay. So, you can send your manifest mind ahead, but it may miss a couple of things that Damocles would be able to spot later. So...
Are they, or are they up in the ridge?
How many of these? Nah.
We're usually a bit further along here.
Ooh.
Alright.
Okay.
It'd just be renamed Wolf Cliff. Tired horse.
So let's check some D20. Okay. So,
Or not.
as you are making your way through the corridors,
She got tired.
you come to another chamber that is littered with bones and scraps of cloth and discarded rusty weapons. What do you do?
Damocles will look down and go, "Oh, great. So something killed all these people. Be careful, everyone." And he tries to walk very carefully because, there's nothing worse than that squeaking, creaking of bones stepped on.
Mm-hmm.
Goes right through him. He'll instantly be quite feeling like very alert, like staring into every corner,
All right.
looking around, thinking.
You okay?
And so you're going to be making a perception check, yes, Damocles? D20 plus 5.
Good to know that she didn't actually buck me off. She just, because I collided with you.
21.
For fuck's sake, more of them?
Neat.
Okay. So as you're looking around at the scraps of discarded clothing and stuff, you realise that what you first mistook for a leather cloak is not a leather cloak. It's some sort of creature. But are you going to...
Damocos.
Go on.
I have a feeling, or Damocos has a sinking feeling, that this might be the thing called the cloaker that the Night Hag has asked them to find.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that it's alive and it's sort of disguised, and also as a cloak, it's kind of a clue is in the name.
So,
you think
are you going to...
bearing in mind that we just almost died, he's going to try and get in first, as he's certain that someone in the party is not going to be able to be stealthy.
Okay, so
he's
you want to try and sneak up to this thing and get a first stab before it
surprise attack on it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
I'm also proficient at stealth.
Yeah, so
does
that
that
should
mean I
actually
get-
be a +6.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Better and better.
Oh, he still has some going. Jesus, I'll talk to the horse.
Very good, very good. Not as... It's enough. You creep slowly up to the cloaker with the rest of the party, wondering what the fuck you're up to. Damocos has suddenly started creeping towards one of the items of clothing on the ground.
What? Hey, well, he's just gonna
You're gonna
roll his eyes.
You're gonna just
Gonna trust, just like, what is?
just
What
gonna
are
watch,
they doing?
or are you going
Just
to?
gonna watch.
Okay. Very well. So Damocos,
Okay, I'm going to sneak up.
roll to hit with advantage. Oh, there's a crit.
Nat 20.
Okay. So, how much damage do you do? Bearing in mind that that critical hit would double the dice damage, and you can add smite to that hit if you want to.
I
Which would
am
also be
going to
doubled.
add smite to it.
So you're going to burn one spell slot and do an extra 48 radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that like? That's
So
2d8 plus
Are you
2
using-
or 2d. I do doing Steve long swords
The Steve's-
with 2 hands.
Steve's longsword.
1d10.
So since you hit twice and one of them's critical, it's going to be 3d10 plus
Yeah.
4 because it's 2 attacks plus 48. $36 points of damage.
Neat.
Very nice. And roll initiative. Because now it's alerted.
Yeah, probably. Nothing like being whacked with a huge sword twice to put you on edge.
I'd definitely do it.
Rivers and Amira, please. Oh, there we go. Amira's typing.
I have advantage, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Because barbarian.
We're just that cool.
ever got an 8. Okay. So, looks like... Yeah. Big man first. With a 15. Cloaker on 12. Amira on 9. Democos on 8. And Rivis on 2. Alright. Big man. Suddenly realizing what's going on when the leather cloak that she stabs screeches and leaps up from the ground and now looks like some sort of strange manta ray. What do you do?
Can you give me a con saving throw?
What you gonna do to it?
Vortex warp.
Four.
That is a fail. Vortex warp. You magically twist space around a creature you can see. I'll just copy this over.
It's a spell, right?
Yeah. I just feel like it's one of them
Imagine
that you need.
Target must succeed on a con save. Or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. Chosen space
Oh, I
must
thought
be on
it's
surface.
damage.
No, it doesn't do damage.
Oh,
It just teleports them.
Oh. Then instead I infest it. Infestation.
Instead, you use infestation.
Yeah. Also a con save, please.
Well, we may as well use the same con save then.
I might as well use the same. 2d6. 2d6.
Because you can't trip. 11
Yes.
points of damage. 47.
Yeah.
The cloaker shimmers.
Yeah, time done.
And 3 more cloakers appear in the darkness around you.
Huh. Lovely.
Mm-hmm. But that's all it does this turn. Amira!
Okay.
I'm assuming Amira is going to rage and attack.
Yes.
Are you going to attack the one that's closest to you or the one that Damokos stabbed already?
Yeah.
I'll attack the one closest to me.
Okay.
Do I have 3 attacks?
No, you have 2.
No. 2. Guess I should specify what I'm using.
Your battle axe, your hand axe, your javelin. Battle axe would probably
My
be
bad axe.
two-handed.
Yes.
Good.
So 2d20 plus 7.
Okay. So you swing your battle axe twice at the nearest cloaker, which disappears as if by magic. Ruh-roh. Damokos. What do you want to do?
Oh yeah, I need to make more fisherman's high. I sold all of them. Yeah. Deputy Kaya?
Damakos,
Yeah, she came in and she got all of them.
you're muted. Nomad.
I took it with me. I'm sorry.
Where'd you go?
Disappearance.
Yeah, that's no
Mhm.
problem. Okay.
Maybe internet died.
Maybe internet died. But they appeared. Oh, there we go. They just unmuted.
Sorry, I'm here. Yep, sorry. I didn't realise it was actually my turn, and I just went to the loo. Okay,
Oh.
sorry, guys. I did a U.
Who's calling?
What?
Oh, Shan's calling us. Hold on.
Oh.
Hey, Shan. We're
Sorry, I'm running it.
running the game, so just get home as soon as you can and join us when you can. Okay?
Yeah. Just wanted to apologise for running late. It took my co-worker a bit longer than finish up today. It was interruptions.
No worries. We'll see you
I'll
soon.
be down as quick as I can.
Be safe. We'd rather you got home safely than quickly. Okay?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm taking the safe route then.
Okay, good. All right. Join us when you can. Bye.
Will do. Bye.
Okay. So, yes. You stabbed a cloaker. On the cloaker's turn, three other cloakers appeared. Amira swung at one of these other cloakers, and it disappeared, as magically as it had appeared. So,
Okay.
what do you do, Damakos?
I think I continue to attack the one that's in front of me that I injured previously.
Very well. Roll to hit. Both of those hit again.
God, I'm rolling good today. Jesus. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Afraid probably heard me.
I don't think
Okay,
Avray
uh,
cares if you blaspheme.
You don't know.
I
Just to
think
err on
Avray's
the side of caution.
Avray's a devout Catholic, apparently. Okay.
2d10 plus 4.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Max damage on the second one. So, yeah, it should have been 2d10 plus 4, not 2 iterations of d10 plus 4. But
Oh, sorry.
that's okay. So
Does it
we
work
just
out the same?
it's 22. It's 22. Nice. Okay.
Right.
So, Rivis. Do you focus your attack on the same cloaker that Damakos has been fighting, or do you attack whichever cloaker appears to be closest? Rivis.
Yeah.
Rob.
Sorry, my phone was acting up.
Okay.
I would go after the one that Damocos is fighting with.
You're gonna kill Steel? How dare you? No, go on, go for it. I don't care. Charge in and swing. Well, poke your trident. Twice. Rah, stab, stab. Wow.
I'm gonna go reckless.
That's probably a good idea. That's better. You don't want to be stabbing yourself in the foot accidentally with wave. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
22 points of damage.
Oh.
So, the cloaker flops down to the ground again, unconscious, and the other 3 cloakers magically disappear. The other 2, sorry, one of them already disappeared. Right? No? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you all want to do? Combat's over.
Loot it.
Do you know what you need to acquire from this?
Take it. Hide.
There we go.
You need its hide.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Gonna be attempt to dismember it.
So who's got the best survival
Roll.
to
I
skin
think
this
that
thing?
might be Amira. I think that might be Amira.
Amira, yep, D20 plus. Wait. Why is everyone else's proficiency? Yeah, Amira, I think your proficiency bonus should be +5. Like everyone else's, in which case your survival would be a +6.
Well, yay.
Yay. So D20 +6, please. Dirty 20. Very nice. So you expertly remove the skin from the beast, cutting along the edges of the limbs. So, and after you've scraped off the fat and begun tanning it, the two pieces of this cloaker look remarkably like the leather outer and the softer lining of an actual cloak.
Great. So, okay, well done, everyone. We can tick another thing off our list of things we need for the hag.
Another one.
Now all we need is the vial of an otiurg and some rare mushrooms. And we're done.
Yeah, big man will cut a bit of meat off to store for his child.
Oh, okay. Fun. Okay. So first, yeah. So you keep going. You go you go through the cloaker's lair. Yeah. And go through and continue through the tunnels. And you do find yourself coming towards like you can see in the tunnel ahead of you that there are mushrooms growing out of the walls and the ground, and there are things coming from the ceiling, and some of these mushrooms are even giving off light. And as you continue to step forward, you find it opening up into a vast cavern. Not quite as big as the necropolis, of course, but still much more impressive than the other Myconid colony. This massive chamber full of gigantic mushrooms with a large colony of Myconids walking down the paths between the mushrooms. It looks like a rather peaceful, idyllic little village, and it looks to be a thriving colony. There's no, like, from the way the other Myconids were talking, you almost expected to see like bodies on spikes and shit. But no, it looks like a chill little town.
Hey. So
And
it's a little bit concerning now because they can read our minds anyway, can't they? If we go into the miasma.
yeah, I mean, you can see the spore
Direct
clouds.
thoughts.
If you you do see one of the Myconids, like, not in an aggressive way, but as a like normal routine way, like not a care in the world, just walking towards you on the path. You can see its spore cloud around it.
Okay.
It
Well,
looks
our
up
undead
briefly and
friends-
waves pleasantly and continues going.
Yeah. I don't think either Big Man or Amira will be able to. They're both they can't. They're not biological, are
If
they?
Amira
One's undead and one's.
Yeah, Amira doesn't need to breathe, but if she chooses to inhale the spores, then she can.
The noodle is here.
Yay! Blood Dancer is
Yay.
suddenly makes their presence known.
I
Okay.
sorry for interrupting. I will mute now.
No. You're in the game now.
Don't have to mute. Yeah.
So just to catch you
mute
up,
if you actually want to.
the party woke up. They're all level 9 now, and you went. You continued on your way towards the other Myconid colony. You went through a cloaker lair, and the rest of the party defeated the cloaker, which is good because you were still half asleep. But
He might have taken some drugs before going to bed. He may still be high.
okay, well, coming to this vast cavern full of mushrooms has pulled you back to the present. And unlike the other Myconid colony, where they had just taken over some corridors, this is a cavern full of Myconids and mushrooms, and it looks like a fairly pleasant town. They don't appear to be the warlike and aggressive Myconids that the other colony led you to believe. But more importantly, there's mushrooms everywhere, and clouds of intoxicating spores to inhale deeply. What would Blood Dancer do?
Knowing Blood Dancer, he might
give in to temptation, but also be trying to fight it.
Okay.
Essentially, he's doing the equivalent to poking it and seeing what happens.
Okay. Well, there's a Myconid walking towards you that is waved. You can see 20 foot around him that there's this cloud of spores. You also know from experience with Myconids that you need to be inhaling those spores in order to be able to telepathically communicate with the Myconids. And to hear the communication between the Myconids. What do you do?
Going to wave, but let him get closer.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
That looks nice, actually, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Damakos
big
is
man would
gonna
just
walk
stick with
into
the group.
Damakos would walk into the spore cloud?
Yep,
Okay.
because, what else are we going to do? That's what he thinks. And
Or
What did Rivers say?
no risk, no reward.
Indeed. Okay. So, you get, it's not exactly words. It's the same way that the Myconids communicate through song and emotion. But the vibe that you get as you begin inhaling these spores is, "Hey man, how's it going?"
okay, Damakos will respond in kind. Hey, it's all good.
Groovy, man.
By any chance, could we have some of your delicious mushrooms? Ones that you just might have spare?
Well, not exactly spare, but we do like to share, so hell yeah, come. We got plenty to spare.
Okay, I would be very happy to have some. If you
We
just
like-
would like to point me out which ones I could have.
Just follow me, man. I'll introduce you to the
Okay,
colony
I'm
and
just
make
gonna-
sure that you're a part of it and everything, man.
Okay. Damakos is going to follow him. Can I roll insight to check they're not going to do anything like turn me into a mushroom or something?
As you are walking, the rest of if you begin following the Myconid and go deeper into the town, you might notice some stuff. But is everybody following?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Follow.
Okay. So you notice that some of the Myconids look a little more humanoid than others. And by all means make an insight check. Or a perception check if you want to take a closer look at these guys.
I did a insight.
Okay.
If someone else
17.
wants to do perception, maybe, or
He wants to take a close, curious look at.
Okay, they're both +1.
I'll do a perception check.
Or investigation, or
I'm
Ooh,
doing
investigate.
perception.
I can do an investigation.
yeah. I can imagine Big Man walking boldly right up to one of these things and examining it closely, making
Yeah.
scientific observations. Okay.
Scribbling down his research notes.
Okay. Danger Noodle, not Danger Noodle, Blood Dancer would be first to realize that some of the Myconids weren't always Myconids, that under their layers of fungal growth are a mixture of drow, deep gnomes, grey dwarves, measles, and other vaguely humanoid denizens of the Underdark.
Blood dance will go. Hey, a lot of these guys were once Underdark citizens. You know, your Myconid, your Drow. Your Drow, your Duergar, all of that.
Sniffneblin. Yep.
Snurfneblin. Yeah. Wow, that's a bit weird.
So, with that and your roll of 17, it would occur to Damakos that some of these mushrooms, or perhaps even the spores themselves, have can bind themselves to a host body. Whether it's a symbiosis or something more closely linked to a parasite, you have no idea. You also have no idea whether the people were alive or dead when they became infested with fungal growths. But
Yeah. Okay. Damakos is going to now think that, right, we need to get out of here as soon as possible. So he's going to speed up a little and go, okay, these mushrooms okay? Can we take these on?
no, man, not those
Like,
ones. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Okay.
We got some
Okay.
special ones for those who want to join the colony.
Oh, we don't want to join, thanks. At least not right now.
Nonsense. Everybody wants to join. We got a peaceful little existence here. It's great. It's laid back. It's cool. It's groovy, man. Just
Okay, Damakos is going to exchange glances with everyone else and go, I think we need to get... I think we've got an urgent appointment elsewhere. We'll see you later.
no, don't go, man. Don't be a square.
Okay. I am going to just start running off towards the entrance.
All
I
right.
don't want to be turned
You
into a
suddenly see
mushroom.
Damakos book it back the way she came. He came. I don't remember.
He came.
He came.
He came. Yeah, he came.
What's Blood Dancer doing?
Torn between getting as high as a kite, but is probably vaguely aware of what getting high as a kite might do to him in this place. Decisions.
What you gonna do? All right. While you're thinking about that, what is Rivis and Amira's thought process?
Seems nice enough. Not really thought too much.
I'm just gonna have my weapon at the ready in case anybody tries something stupid.
That sounds like a good idea.
As I run, I am going to, as I pass any random clutch of mushrooms, I'm just going to grab some, continue to run.
Hey man, that's
Can I
not
do that?
cool.
I'll be back. No worries. See
Okay.
ya.
So Damakos is running for it.
With some mushrooms.
With grabbing some mushrooms, just tearing them off a
Just
wall.
grabbing them as I walk, as I run past. Yeah.
Uh-huh. The So the Myconid goes, hey, that wasn't very cool, man. Oh, the rest of you groovy? The rest of you alright? Should we proceed to the Sovereign and get yourself all spored up?
Done the thing it needs to do.
Get you the mushrooms you wanted?
We need to take some mushrooms to a certain someone.
Just give us the mushrooms, and we won't hurt you.
Hey, you'll have all the mushrooms you want. Just chill, man. We're fun guys.
Marcos is going to yell back, I've got some! Just come on!
Those aren't the
got
ones
them.
you
Do it.
want. Those aren't the ones you
Yeah,
want.
they are. They're the ones I want.
We've got them. Let's get going before I. Yeah. Look, man. You've got good shrooms,
I want
but
the
they're
other
not
type.
the shrooms I want.
The ones you want are the good shit, man. The one that the Sovereign provides. Why would you settle for anything else, man?
Look, my dealer does some pretty good stuff. I doubt you could beat him. You know, customer loyalty and everything.
You gotta try it, and then you'll see, man.
As Blood Dancer's saying this, he's subtly stepping back, getting ready to dash.
Okay. What about a mirror and with this?
Yeah, I'll be getting ready to run away.
Run
As much
away!
as I want to fight, everybody else is kind of running away.
Did I prepare dancing? I know. Look over
Amira
there.
is following me at least.
Look, I'm gonna try this.
Thanks,
Look,
Amira.
a distraction! Yells Blood Dancer, pointing in a random direction.
Hey, is that a distraction over there?
He literally yells it. Should I roll deception or persuasion or something?
Performance.
Okay, performance.
That's disappointing for you. But yeah, sure. He slowly looks in the direction you were pointing. But you're all just fucking running anyway. Like they're very slow moving creatures.
They're not the fastest.
No.
We
They're
can
not a
outrun
pursuit
them.
predator. I could stay still and wait for them to come to you, predator.
They're not predators. They're fun guys.
Yeah. They so are. I'm sure it would be very pleasant to be a Myconid, but maybe later. It's a possible retirement plan, okay?
Technically, what you would have become is called a spore serpent, and I have the template that can turn any creature into a spore serpent. It's fun. Anyway.
A spore serpent. Now, that
Servant.
sounds interesting.
Servant.
He's a serpent.
Nah.
I want to be a spore serpent.
Nope.
That sounds cool.
Nope.
Okay. Anyway, we're all running away. Unless they actively try and stop us, we're out of here.
They're too slow. They're not going to be able to catch you. Because I'm assuming that you would be running around any other myconids and spore servants in your way.
Blood Dance is going to be somewhat taunting them. Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
Right, but you're staying out of 5 feet reach, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, with you being deliberately taunting and stuff, can you make a con save?
It's a +2. $22.
Oh, very nice.
Neat.
Okay. So, one of the myconids spits a
Did I
jet
roll
of...
that properly?
Sorry?
Did I roll that properly?
Yes.
Yay!
One of the myconids ejects a cloud of spores at you as you come close to it. But you duck out of the way. Well, actually, technically, because it's Constitution, you tank it. The spores don't have any effect on you. And you dance away.
Oh yeah, he's definitely turning this into a dance. As much as I love shrooms, I don't fancy any right now. I've got my own supply. I'm good.
So anyway, you exit out the way you came.
Yep.
Damakos has a handful of mushroom that you just broke off the wall as you left.
Yeah. I'm quite pleased with myself for that. Get a job, do a job. You know? Simple. Run out.
Yeah, she didn't specify what kind of mushroom, did she?
Okay.
She didn't. She just said rare mushrooms. I'm just going to assume that these are rare mushrooms.
Indeed.
I haven't seen them before.
But they're everywhere in this cave.
Yeah. But this might be the only place in the world where they grow.
Might be.
Who knows?
Who knows? But anyway. So you're gonna keep running, yes?
She wanted some specific mushrooms. She's gonna have to tell us which ones.
Yeah.
That's what they look like. Okay, cool. Sort of holy, like just cheese mushrooms.
Yes.
Can I
Oh.
grab some shrooms on the way out?
I have a feeling that the ones that Blood Dancer would be interested in would probably look a little more like that.
Yep. Yoink, you're mine. Thanks for the shrooms.
You're welcome, man. Come back anytime.
Big Man's gonna take some as well.
Okay.
Just out of watching everyone else.
So you grab a handful that look more like the man is giggling because she knows exactly what kind of mushrooms those are. You get those ones.
Neat.
Big flat lumpy plate ones.
What about Rivis?
Oh, okay.
I'd only take a handful to appease the witch.
Okay. You grab. You grab something that looks like that. Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It is.
That was a thing.
Fancy looking one.
Easy. Okay. There's lots of other different weird looking mushrooms in there, but those are the ones
Those
you
are the ones we grabbed.
Yes. So what you doing now?
Going to find an otyugh. And if I remember
You know.
correctly,
You know where you
what
can
we
find an
really
Arctic.
find is a bit of
Poop shoot.
poo. Poop shoot.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to follow our noses.
Uh-huh. Now, it's not likely that the myconids will have a separate poop chute because
Hmm.
they use that shit to grow. You know? Literally.
Yep.
Also a lack of just full.
Lack of what?
Also just a lack of feces.
Mushrooms do literally need shit to grow.
True, yeah.
Yeah. You keep them in the dark and feed them shit. That's how you treat a mushroom. So.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So, can we find our way back to that pit that we found past where we found Goodwin the first time? Well, not the first time. Where we found him, where he was being imprisoned by those.
Tell you what, do a survival check. See if you can remember your way back. See if you can figure out how to get there. See if you can figure out how to get there from here by rolling survival.
How does
Oh,
this
survival.
work?
I'm so good at survival.
9.
Amazing.
Nothing.
Are you going to tell the rest of them what you're thinking and maybe have one of them?
Hey, guys. Do you remember where we found Goodwin?
Where we found God. Where we found God.
Where we found God. Where we found that guy. Does anyone remember the way?
I might.
And where we found God. Who remembers the way to God?
You're a paladin of the group. You should know that. You're one of them.
Amira would have a good chance of tracking, of doing it like with survival. So would Blood Dancer. Those of you who may not be able to figure out the way just with survival instinct might be able to remember the way with a good history check.
Ooh, history check.
Right,
That sounds like
history
a
then.
history check.
Oh, I bet the big man's probably good at history.
Yep.
+8.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can at least remember.
In the meantime, would Blood Dancer like to do a survival roll to see? It should be D20 plus 7, I think, now. Oh no, you're not proficient with it. It'd be just...
Do you need me to come on and help you mine?
Yeah, it'd be plus
Okay,
2.
D20.
Plus 3. Wait. No, it'd be plus 4. Because your proficiency bonus should be plus 5 now that you're level 9. I think. Let me double check that. Yeah. Okay. So, Blood Dancer knows the way. Level
This way,
9.
guys.
No, it
the
should- yep.
bloodstains are this way.
Proficiency bonus should still be plus 4. So why is it plus 5 for Damocos?
Because I got bardic expertise.
Bardic expertise increases your proficiency bonus by 1?
By 2.
No. Okay. So expertise gives you double the proficiency bonus on the skills that you're proficient with. It doesn't double your proficiency bonus. Well, on specific, yeah. So okay. Bard. Okay. So 3rd level. You choose 2 of the skills that you're proficient with, and for those skills, those 2 that you pick, you get to use double your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So, let's say
I was doing it in a massive hurry.
Let's say, for example,
If it's of any help.
since you mentioned stealth. So, since you're proficient with stealth at level 9, your proficiency bonus should be plus 4, and you've got a plus 1 to dexterity. So that would normally make your stealth, if you were just proficient, a plus 5. But
Right.
since you are, if you've given yourself expertise in stealth, then that becomes a plus 9. Because you get to add that plus 4 proficiency
9?
bonus twice.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
But only for the 2 skills you choose to have expertise in. Does that make sense?
Okay.
We're on
Well,
the
I'm
same
going to
page
do
now.
that for persuasion as well then. I'll do plus 9 for persuasion and plus 9 for stealth.
Let's see.
Sounds good.
Persuasion. Your persuasion is based on your charisma bonus, which is a plus 3. So that one would actually be 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that would be plus 11 for your persuasion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm very persuasive.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, Blood Dancer. Actually, Blood Dancer, have you come across any Yoklaws?
The weird wolf-looking drow demon thing.
No, the Yoklaws are the poo monsters.
Could you put a picture up?
Yeah, I'm working on that now. But since they do tend to... Yes, it was a survival roll rather than a history check. So not Yok. What am I talking about? Not a Yoklaw.
Otyug.
Otyug. Yes.
Otyug.
Otyug. Yeah. So... Poo monsters. They
Blood Dancer wasn't with us when any of that happened.
No. But if she knows, if you explain to her that they tend to occupy middens, and then all she has to do is sniff one out, then she'll find the Otyugs.
Okay. Okay. Well, we tell her that then.
Okay.
They like swimming around in
Filth.
shit.
Poop.
Right, okay, I'll see what I can do.
Well,
Survival, right?
you already did a survival roll, didn't you? 19?
Oh yeah, yes. 19.
Yeah.
So he smells it, I'm guessing.
Yeah. You sniff them out, or at least can figure out from the terrain
Blood Dance
where
wrote
they
from
would be.
Chai, so he might have actually seen someone with a pet one of those.
Somebody might have had one in a Jade Lotus. Okay.
I would not be surprised if a member of his clan had one. It strikes me as the kind of creature they would have.
Just to be edgy.
Yeah, and for shit jokes.
If someone tells them to eat shit and they say, "Oh yeah," and throw Nottiog at them.
Blood Dance is going to go, oh, I know what those are. I got a friend who has one of those as a pet back home. His name
Okay.
is Eat Shit.
His name is Eat Shit.
You still strawberry?
Okay. So she leads you through corridors that begin to look.
Oh.
After you get past the cloaker's den and the roper's room, you find yourself coming through more familiar corridors, places you've been before,
See if I die while
and head down into the shit pit.
Pits.
The shit pit below the Drow City. And this particular shit pit seems to
Oh, it
have
fell.
3 Otyugs writhing around in it.
So I'm going to greet them
Ivan.
like old pals because we made friends with them before.
Tongues.
And what you going to say to them?
Hey, it's just for when they inevitably talk to us. Oh, it's
Yeah,
just
I'm
when.
gonna
But I'll tongues on you as well if you don't have the spell.
I don't
If you
have
want
the spell.
tongues, and you've got high charisma,
Yeah, I've got
There's one
plus
more
11
spot.
on persuasion now.
So,
Cool.
as you come closer to their pit, poo puppies, you do start to get there's images of treasure come flashing before your eyes, and you begin to wonder if there might be some hidden treasure buried underneath the poop that has been flushed away at one point and lost, and no one has ever recovered it.
Having been there before, I think this is very unlikely. So can I roll
Insight? Yep.
Maybe?
Yep. Yep.
Not dead.
They're trying their telepathic trap.
I'm just gonna. I guess if you did you cast tongues, big man?
yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna stroll in and go. Hey, nice to see you again. Remember us? Came back to see you because we're such good pals.
Oh.
Do you speak
How
our
are you
tongue?
doing? Yeah, we've seen you before.
I don't remember.
Remember?
No,
We had a good time.
I don't think I've ever met you before.
Great.
How about
Aw.
you? No, I don't
Are you
remember.
wound?
They're the strangest
wound
looking
me.
Otyugs I've seen. I don't think they're Otyugs.
You wound?
Then why do they speak
me.
Otyug? I don't know. Ask them. Why do you speak Otyug?
I just spoke it. I learned how to speak it so I can talk to my friends. That's you.
Oh,
In case you didn't realise.
roll deception to see if you can gaslight them into thinking that you're old friends. This is a different bit.
A different pit.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh well.
Well, maybe we do know them. Would explain a lot. Sorry we don't remember you, but you must know us if you know how to talk like us.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm very hurt that you don't remember me.
I'm
I think
sorry.
you'll need to. You know how you could make it up to me, though? A show of friendship and, that. Because I do feel quite sad. We had such great conversation.
I've got a
if I could
lovely
just
mouldering
get some of
body
your-
here if you're interested.
What I was after was some of your bile.
Bile?
If you want to just puke into a flask for me, that would be very grateful.
No, we need that. Don't we? I don't think so.
What do you do?
There's
Yeah.
always more puke. I only need a little bit.
Real
I
persuasion.
try and persuade them to just puke in a flask for me.
In the flask.
Okay.
26. Okay. So one of them shrugs his tentacles, wallows over, and holds its massive mouth over your little glass vial, and and begins working its belly to try and
Regurgitate some bile
regurgitate
for
some
me.
bile for you. Yes. He even resorts to sticking one of the tentacles down the back of its throat.
You're old pal. We're such good friends. We friends do these kind of things for each other, you know?
You're an evil, manipulative witch. Anyway. So, eventually, a big goblet of acidic bile splashes both into the vial and over your hand.
Yeah. Probably stings a bit, I'd imagine.
Take 6 points of acid damage.
Yeah. I thought so.
You might want to
I
wash
will
it off.
try to suppress a scream. Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Roll performance against screaming. So D20 plus 4. You try very
I
hard
imagine.
to act like this doesn't hurt,
Yes.
but you can't hold
Yeah.
it in and you scream, which startles the Otyugs. Roll initiative.
Oh no! Jeez! You were determined.
You should have held your screaming. They're not very bright. Besides, I know how much Amanda likes fighting things, so we need to give her things to fight. If you talk your way out of every combat, then she don't get to fight things.
Yeah.
Next time, just
Sorry,
kill the
Mom. Sorry,
damn shit-eaters.
Amira.
Sorry, what?
What?
Next time, just kill the damn shit eaters and take the bile from their stomach.
But we're all friends. Come on.
Clearly, they don't know who you actually are.
I'll be right back getting a drink. Okay. Right. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. So, did Blood Dancer roll for initiative yet? I don't think so.
Nope.
Could you please?
No.
Please.
Give me second. I was
Please.
checking what. Go. Give second. At the end.
It's a +2. Well, actually, no. It's a +4 because you're a bard and you've got Jack of all trades. So that would actually be a 10. So the order is Big Man first again with a 16, followed by Blood Dancer on 10, and then Amira on 10, and then the Otyugs on 9, Damakos on 6,
Didn't sign it.
and Rivers on 5. Alright. Big Man. So you've just seen one of the Otyugs spit acid all over Damakos' hand, leaving her screaming in pain. What do you do? The scream drives the Otyugs wild and they start.
What
Go on.
would Fireball do? Because we're in a room that's full of, like, gaseous shit.
I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's going to fill the chamber with fire either way.
Oh. It's not that big of a chamber then?
No.
Oh, okay. Just immune to infestation. Magic missile.
Mr. Jack, hello. Yay.
D4.
Yeah, we're just gonna up and down for a little bit.
The room that I'm sitting in at the moment is only about 20 foot by 20 foot. And
Except it's open sun.
that's the radius of a fireball is 20 foot. So a fireball could fill
Yes.
4 of the rooms that I'm sitting in.
I know, I said hello, Mr. Jack.
Anyway, what are you doing? Magic missile?
Oh, I think that's a Charlie.
Magic missile. 15. Mujak missile.
We've got more. We've got more in if you want some.
Okay.
Hey.
Blood Dancer. You find yourself, I mean, you're usually into almost everything, but there's something repulsive about this room that reminds you a lot of the swamps.
Hello. Where is...
That were occupied by the dead and all kinds of horrible monsters, including Otyugs. So you got like you find yourself not focusing on the room around you.
Yep.
And instead your mind drifts back to Shaipan,
Hey, Mr. Jack.
and then something clicks and you find yourself sort of watching as your body automatically does things that you don't remember learning how to do. What are those things that you're doing?
I think it would be more like a split second thing. So like just for a moment he zones out and casts a particular spell and then is suddenly back in the room.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Is the particular spell Eldritch Blast by any chance?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna Hex then Eldritch Blast or just Eldritch Blast? So Hex lets you do an extra 1d6 damage per hit, which is perfect combo for Eldritch Blast. But you also get to give the Otyugh that you're targeting disadvantage on ability checks made with a chosen ability. Which ability are you gonna do? So strength, dex, con, whiz, intelligence, or charisma?
What kind of spells do you guys have that requires a save?
Well, bearing in mind that it's not saves, it's ability checks. So the one that would come up most often would probably be strength, as in a strength check. If someone were to try to grapple an Otyugh, or if somebody were being grappled by an Otyugh, it would be a contested strength check, and they would have disadvantage on that roll if you choose to hex their strength.
Yeah, I think I will hex strength. It would come in handy.
Cool. So one of the Otyughs is hexed, and then let's see, at level 8, no, 9 now, sorry, it's now 9, but either way, I don't think, yeah, so it's 2 beams, with d20 plus 7. Anybody who happens to be looking at Blood Dancer's direction would see her face go from her normal mischievous grin to a cold, flat.
Blood Dancer is a he. He looks feminine, but he's a he.
Yeah, his face would become cold and menacing for a brief second while these spells go off. Both of those hit. And so that would be... Does you have the agonizing? Yes, you do. So it's going to end up being 2d10 plus 2d6 plus 8.
2d10
plus 2d6
plus 2d6
plus 8.
Plus 8.
17 points of damage. Is that the same Otyugh that Big Man hit with his magic missile?
Yeah, let's say it's the same.
Okay.
And you're going to see Blood Dancer go, ow, 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 my hand, because he's not used to casting that spell. Like, when the shadowiness goes away, he just goes, ow, 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 that fucking hurts.
Okay, Amira. Charge?
Oui.
Okay then. So, 2 iterations of
Charge
D20.
and attack.
Charge and attack. 2 iterations of D20 plus 8 it is now that you're level 9.
I'm going to go recklessly so I have advantage.
Yeah. And both of those hit, so that would be 2d10 plus 12. $22. This poor Otyugh. Everyone's picking on him. Okay.
He shouldn't have picked a fight with us. Simple.
He
That,
didn't.
really?
He gave you the vomit you asked for. It's not his fault that your hand started to liquefy. Anyway, so the one that everyone's been attacking is still gonna be reacting to the scream. Yeah. Let's have it make 2 tentacle attacks. One against Damakos and the other against Amira, because they're the only one in melee range. Now, because Amira attacked it recklessly, technically I have advantage on that one. Still misses. Well, the 25 hits Damakos, right? So you are grappled and restrained by that tentacle, which also did...
I got my 2 new recipes, so I'm very happy about that.
10 points of piercing and bludgeoning damage.
Log eyes
And
got all my fisherman pie.
then it's going to bring you to its mouth and bite you.
I made some more for my phone.
Yay!
D20 plus 6 with advantage because you're restrained
I
now.
literally just got them, so I don't
Doesn't
know
it?
which
The other 2 are Tugs.
Even with advantage.
Say 5.
Okay. Big man, would you say you were closer to where Blood Dancer is standing or to where Rivers is standing? Who did we lose? We lose Amanda? Come back, Amanda!
He is making phone call.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see.
She just said she had to make a phone call, which should be really quick.
Start refill. It's like
That's a very clever way to make sure you don't get hurt in combat.
Rivers.
By Rivers, okay. Okay. We play D&D on our phones. Yeah, that's why they have to. Yep. So, big man, you get hit, but Rivers doesn't. In fact, when they smack Rivers, trying to pick him up, the tentacle hits his ripped abs so hard that it does basically 2d8 plus 3, 13 points of damage to itself. But it also does 13 points of damage to Big Man, and Big Man is grappled and restrained. It then tries to bite you. With advantage. 22. Okay. So you take 2d8 plus 3 piercing damage, 8 points of piercing damage. Are you immune to being poisoned or diseased? Sorry, what?
Disease is immune.
You're immune to disease. Okay. Then you don't have to. Then you don't have to make a
poison.
Sorry.
Or resistant to poison.
Okay. But if you're immune to disease, you don't have to roll a con save against the Otyug's diseasing saliva. Now, there was one more Otyug. And it's going to go after a Mirror and Blood Dancer. Oh dear. Yeah, both of those hit. So, since this is two separate, so the Mirror is going to take 12, which because she's a barbarian means she only gets 6, and Blood Dancer only takes 7. But then it's going to attempt to bite Blood Dancer. Since you're restrained, it has advantage. 2d8 plus 3 piercing. 6 points of piercing damage against Blood Dancer, so that would be 13 points of damage altogether. And could Blood Dancer make a Constitution saving throw, please? It's a d20 plus 2, I believe. Blood Dancer?
Sorry, I didn't hear. Can I do the Eldritch Blast combo?
Well, first, you need to do the con save, because the Otyugh has bitten you.
You
took 13 points of damage altogether as it grappled you in its tentacle and shoved you in its mouth. 14. DC is 15. So you are diseased. And you become poisoned until the disease is cured. So...
Okay, that's going to fully activate him. Because poison.
And, yeah, until you're cured, every day you're going to have to repeat the saving throw, and if you fail, it reduces your hit point maximum by 1d10. But if you succeed, the disease is cured. It's run its course. So, the poisoned effect... gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, which is rough. Okay, so that's the Otyughs have done their turn. Damocles.
Okay, did I spill my flask of stuff when I was grappled? Have I still got it?
I think it's very likely that your acid-covered hand would likely have dropped the vial. You know.
It was covered in acid.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I am going to yell at the one that's grappling me and say, "What are we doing? We're friends. Why are we fighting?"
Scared me!
I didn't mean to. I didn't realise that your vial was so stingy. No need for this.
Look what you've done to my hand! So you're going to spend your action, rather than trying to escape the grip or attack.
I will try and escape the grip at the same time. I'll try and escape the grip, but I'm not going to attack him. I'm trying to escape.
Okay.
Is it the one that has the minus con?
It's the one that has the hex against its strength, so that would reduce the DC.
Is this a strength check that I'm rolling?
Yeah, so you can use athletics or you can use athletics or acrobatics. I think your athletics is slightly better.
It is.
But nope, you're still grappled. Oh well. Rivis.
and I just go, look what you've done. I thought we were friends.
It's probably a little a little difficult to break a grapple when your hand is still. Yeah,
Covered in acid.
Speaking of which, take another 2 points of acid damage. Rivers' time! Yeah. Attack! You gonna go for the one closest to you, or the one that is waving Damocos around? Bearing in mind the one closest to you did try to grapple you. It failed, and hurt its tentacle on your manly abs. But, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to attack.
How dare you hurt the manly and? Very manly abs. Well, the Otyugh hurt itself by trying to grab him, so. And yeah, both of those hit. Well done. Commence the pain. You've already burned one.
And I will add in a Divine Smite.
You've burned one of those already, remember? So after this, you've only got one left.
No, this is my first one.
Could have sworn you did a smite on... Oh no, that was Damocos. Okay, never mind.
Yep. That was me.
That was me.
That was me.
It wasn't me.
It was me.
Okay, 30 points of damage. Very nice. Okay. Anything else up your sleeve, Rivers, or is that you done?
That's all for now.
For now. Okay. Turn passes back to Big Man. Big Man, you are grappled and restrained. What do you do?
I unrestrained. Get unrestrained.
How do you plan to do that?
Try and break out.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics?
Both
They're both shit.
are bad.
Yeah. If you choose to attack, you'll just have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay, cool. But at the same time, magic missile.
Doesn't
Actually, no,
require
I'm just-
doesn't require a roll to hit, so that's not going to be affected.
No, I'm just going to vortex swap myself out.
That works too. Just
Yeah.
bamf.
Bamf out. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Bamf the entrance to the room where we entered.
On top of the bottom of the poop chute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you're doing?
Pretty sure that's. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. So turn done. Yeah.
Blood Dancer, you say you want to you fully fall to the dark side for a moment because of the poisoning, right? Blood Dancer? Sean?
Sorry, I was closing my door. What did I miss?
It's your turn.
Oh, okay.
So you're being grappled and
I-
restrained.
Oh, okay.
Does
I
a
might be-
particular black sword appear in your hand at this point?
I was about to say I might need help with how that works. So, Black Razor plus 10 to hit, 2d6 plus 7.
Okay. So if you use it, okay. So if you use Hexblade's Curse, it's instead of it being a +7, it'll be a +10. Okay.
Okay.
And you'll get to crit on a 19 or a 20. And if the creature dies, you regain some hit points. So, but you only have the one attack. Yeah. So it would be D20. So first you're going to Hexblade's Curse the Otyugh, and then roll a D20 +10 with disadvantage because grappled and restrained and poisoned. So
20 plus.
D20 +10 space DIS.
Yeah.
Very nice. That still hits. And now do 2d6 +10 damage. If you want to.
Is there a way I could add my psychic blade?
I was
or
just
green
thinking
flame
that.
blade?
Or the what?
Or the green flame blade.
You won't be able to do Green Flame Blade because you've already used your bonus action. However, Psychic Blades, it uses a Bardic Inspiration die, but it doesn't use a bonus action. So you can add the 2d6 Psychic on top. So that would be a total of 4d6 +10. $23. It's looking bloody now. In fact, hold on. Nah. Okay. So, Amira. Mira, I'm assuming you're just going to go ham with the battle axe again. Yes?
Yeah.
Everyone likes ham. Roll 2 iterations of D20 +7, if you please. You need to put some space between the 2 and the D.
We all know I don't like doing that.
She's just mother. Okay. So, only the 22 hits. So it's 1d10 plus 6. $11. Yes. Groovy. The Otyughs. So, the one that has
I can see you now. I know.
Damakos restrained is going to just slam you against the
nice. Okay.
stone wall. Could you make a con save, please?
He's just ungrateful, this guy.
Do be warned, though, London, this guy up
All
there,
I've done for him, all the years of friendship.
Landon Bennett.
17 passes.
He's not a very nice man.
So you only take half the bludgeoning damage and you're not going to be stunned. So 2d6 plus 3. So 3. And let's see, I believe Blood Dancer is also still restrained, so if Blood Dancer would also
Hello.
make a con save.
Hi, Mr. Elmer. How you doing? Oh no! Are you okay? Do you need a bandage?
Blood Dancer, please make a con save. D20
want to.
Okay, then the damage is going to be automatic then.
No. I do want to.
D20 plus 2.
D20. I now that concept.
Oh dear.
This thing is going down. Double down.
2d6 plus 3. As you get slammed against the wall, you take 7 points of damage. And the third Otyugh, having lost Big Man and having nothing to throw around, is going to turn his attention to Rivis and try to grapple him with both tentacles. Oop. Okay, so only one tentacle hits and then it bites. So
Oh, no, I yelled at him through telegraph street.
So all together, it's gonna be Big Man. What you doing? I hear noises on your microphone. But anyway, Rivis will take 16 points of damage, and unless he's immune to disease, he'll need to make a con save.
Yeah.
He took another level of paladin. He would be, wouldn't he? By now.
Let's have a look. Yeah, actually, yeah. He already is immune to disease. So no need for a con save there, Rivis. But you did take 16 points of smacking around damage.
Smacking around damage.
And you're grappled and restrained. Woohoo-ish.
Yeah. It's sort of woohoo, but not like the most triumphant woohoo.
Uh-huh.
Semi-triumphant. Woohoo.
Indeed. So, Demakos, you've been slammed against the stone.
I have.
On the
By
plus
my
side,
old
that
friend.
means you're not
What's
currently
his name?
you're not currently restrained.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna like throw caution to the wind and just hit this guy. Try to, at least.
Using any of your flourishes or stuff?
Do I do that as a bonus action, or is that like one of my attacks has to be?
Depends on the flourish. You know how. Okay, so the College of Swords, which is what you picked for your bard.
Yep.
They can do flourishes that do all kinds of funny stuff. So, okay, that's College of Valor. Where's Swords? Is it Xanathars? I think it must be Xanathars.
It's a new thing the government have brought in, so you don't have to buy...
There it is. Okay. So you chose a defensive flourish. You can expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration to cause the weapon to deal extra damage to the target you hit. The damage equals the number you roll on a bardic inspiration die. You also add that number to your AC until the next turn. And you also chose mobile. Mobile, you can expend the bardic inspiration die to cause the weapon to deal extra damage. Blah 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 blah. You can also push the target back 5 feet plus the number rolled. And slashing, which you can expend 1 use of the bardic inspiration die to deal extra damage to the amount that's on the die, and you can also do the number that was rolled on the die in damage to another creature within 5 feet of you. So you still have to roll the hit, and it looks like only one of them hit. But you could make that hit either a defensive, mobile, or slashing flourish. But you will have to
Do a
burn about it.
slashing flourish. Yep, that's fine. I will do a slashing flourish on that one that hit.
Roll a bardic inspiration die.
Honestly, you'd probably go back to Amherstburg, honestly.
And
There's nobody there.
add it
Graves
to,
have all left.
you'll add 3 damage to the
Saints have left.
um,
It's just Lip and
whatever
Graves
other
and
damage you
Matt
do with that attack.
Okay. So I'm doing. I put a smite on that as well.
Yeah, Landon LAN.
Yes, if you want.
He and his gang are apparently going to protect
I'll
people
put a
down north.
smite on that, so that's
Sensible as you've gone.
1d10 plus 2.
So you could charge
2 plus 3 plus. What's the smite again? 2d8.
Yeah. So you did 17 points of damage to your Otyugh friend, and 3 points of damage to the Otyugh next to it.
I know. He's not my friend. He's been slamming me against walls. You know, clearly our friendship is dust. Disregarded it. Flung it back in my face. My open-handed offer of friendship has been flung back in my face.
Actually, he flung your face.
Cruel world.
He flung your face.
It's
Rivis.
a cruel world.
What does Rivis do?
What do we say?
I am grappled, correct?
You are, yes, grappled and restrained, so you'd be attacking with disadvantage. Actually, wait a minute. Yes. Yes, you are grappled and restrained.
I will just attack recklessly to cancel out the disadvantage.
Sounds good to me. When the moon hits your eye. Both of those hit.
Wow, he must have really low HP.
14. It's just their natural. Just their thick skin.
Oh, I read that as 13.
No, you got a 15 and a 24. Alright, so that's 25 points of damage. Alright. I'm surprised you didn't add a smite to that. But,
Yeah, might as well.
another 2d8. Seven. Okay. That Otyugh is looking... Oh, wrong one. Yeah. Bloody. It's a bloody Otyugh. Okay. And back to Big Man, who is a little way away from the fighting. All the Otyughs are... there's poo and people flying everywhere, but you're a little way away from it. What do you want to do?
I will do a magic missile. You're at level 3.
It's a shame you don't have a way to... What type of wizard did you go with?
Scribe.
Oh yeah, you went for scribe. Okay. So you can't shape the spell.
No.
Okay. So you're doing the magic missile. Level 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Okay. 5d4 plus 5. 6 16 points of damage. And you're doing it to the one that's looking the weakest, or the one that's taking no damage at all, or the one between the two?
I'll do the one that's chucking. I'll do the one that's grappling Rivers. That's the one that's attacking Rivers.
The one that's grappling Rivers. Okay. 94. Okay. Cool. And Blood Dancer.
Oh, okay. Would it be possible to do the Black Razor plus the Green Flame Blade?
Now you can do Green Flame Blade. Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, plus the Psychic Blades. Yes.
Okay, but it's all one hit?
Just one hit. And it would be a d20 plus 7, I believe. Let me double check.
With the hex, it would be plus 10?
Nope, because that's on the damage, not the attack. Spells casting make a melee attack. Okay, it is a melee attack, so it's whatever the normal melee attack would be. So, yeah, plus 10. With disadvantage, because you're still restrained. Aren't you? Oh no, you got slammed, didn't you? Yeah, so you're not restrained at the moment because he threw you against the wall. So you stride back towards the Otyugh, and green flames flicker around the black blade and smack.
I actually got a 15 plus 10, which would be...
Well, actually, the 14 would have hit anyway. So...
Okay.
So you're going to do 2d6 plus 10, plus an additional 1d8 fire damage, and you can even have 1d8 plus 4 go to a second Otyugh.
Isn't it 2d8 at second? I mean at...
No. Read the spell.
Green Flame Blade.
On a hit, the target suffers the weapon attack's normal damage, and you can cause green fire to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice you can see within 5 feet of it. The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes,
the spell's damage increases when you reach certain levels. At 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage to the target on a hit, and the fire damage to the second creature increases to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability. So, it's going to be 2d6 plus 10 plus 1d8 plus the other plus 2d6 psychic damage, all to that one Otyugh.
Okay.
28. Okay. And the other 1d8 plus 4, is that going to go to the Otyugh that has been attacking Damakos, or the Otyugh that's been attacking Rivers?
Who looks like they need help more?
Both of them are powerhouses with their sword.
Let's go with the Rivers fellow.
The one, okay. So roll 1d8 plus 4, please.
1d8 plus 4.
7.
This Blood Dancer, I'm guessing, looks very pissed off right now.
Well, I actually imagine that they don't look like angry, just mean. Does that make sense?
Like strangely cold calm.
Yes. Where did Rob go?
Rob?
Yes.
That's damn.
Said he was having some issue with his phone before.
Maybe. Amanda, is everything okay? Okay. Well. Amanda, it is your turn if you are available. Amanda's typing. Something's up with our internet. Okay. Can you?
Oh God, that was they were having problems before, weren't they?
Yes. Yes, they were. I can hear you but can't talk. Okay, fair enough. Would you like to attack? I'll attack. And the same one that Damokos has been fighting? Yeah. Like before. So, 2 iterations of D20 plus 7 with advantage again.
It is the only place we get it.
That's a good idea. Yep, both of those hit. So that would be 2d10 plus 12. Very nice hut. Beautiful hut. The perfect hut.
You went to the mic.
Anyway, I actually know that whatever damage you do, it's going to be more than enough to... Yay, Rob's back! So we got the first Otyugh down. Bile Spitter is down. Let's see, Otyugh's next. There's 2 left.
Thank you.
The one that's attacking Revis.
Hang on.
We'll try to smack him with the tentacles. Oh, he's already restrained, isn't he?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah, screw it. He's already restrained. So yeah, we'll do the tentacle slam instead. Constitution save, please.
It's fine.
Like I said, they're not very smart. So D20 plus 4, please, Revis. For your Constitution saving throw.
I'm immune to disease.
I'm sorry?
I thought I was immune to diseases.
This isn't disease, this is him slamming you.
Oh, okay.
He's whipping you with a tentacle toward the wall. Yeet. And you failed. So, you take... Well, that should be plus 3, sorry. You take 7 points of damage and you're stunned until the end of the Otyugh's next turn. The other Otyugh is gonna come for Blood Dancer. So 21 and 20. Both of the tentacles hit, so that would be 2d8 plus 6 plus another 2d8 of of piercing damage, so 29 points of damage. And then attempt to bite. Already restrained. 20 hits. And that's another 2d8 plus 3. 8 points of damage. Is Blood Dancer still standing?
Oh yeah.
Blood Dancer. Blood Dancer. You just took.
Yeah.
You took 37 points of damage altogether.
Ow! Owie.
Can you also make a Constitution saving throw? Well,
I
yeah.
don't know. Let's find out. Somehow I'm still standing. Let's see if
Better
that
than I
keeps happening.
ever did.
$21.
Okay.
I could have used that on a to hit roll, but there we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you don't get double diseased, which is good.
I can get double disease?
Nah. I realized after I asked you that, oh shit, she's already got the disease. Never mind. But you passed anyway, so it's fine. Damn, of course. So the Otyugh that you were fighting is unconscious. But one of them has grabbed Blood Dancer again. And the other one has just slammed Rivis against the wall. What do you do?
I am going to attack the one that's got Blood Dancer.
Okie dokie. Oh dear.
That's so shit.
That is indeed so shit. Yeah. So
Do I hit myself over the head with my sword?
No. What you do is, as you thrust with the long sword, it glances off some, let's call it mud, on the Otyugh's flank. It twists out of your hand and lands in the poop.
Yeah.
Sinking into the wet mud.
No, not Steve! No! Steve! Come back!
You're gonna have to dig for it.
I'm gonna have to dig for Steve. Damn it, Steve! Why did you have to leave me?
Free poison damage. Well, yeah, there is. It's just excrement. Yes. Well, funnily enough, there were some tribes that would deliberately smear excrement onto their weapons in order to, make the wounds go nasty.
Of course. He wants to go septic.
Yeah.
Is this
So.
Is this all stuff with Ace?
Rivis.
Stuff with Chloe's going?
Bardic inspiration on whoever the next person is to
Rivis.
have a go.
Rivis. Who is stunned.
Bardic inspiration on Rivis. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still stunned.
Okay,
I
maybe
just
not
realised.
then.
Big man.
Okay, next person. Big man, you've got Bardic inspiration.
Cool.
What does Big Man do?
Yeah, because I got it straightened out.
Which out of the two that are like very under attack, like actually like in melee with the Otyughs look worse?
The one that looks worse is the one that has been fighting Rivis.
Yeah, Chloe's.
I'm thinking Rivis or
Actually, Chloe did any of the stuff with Ace.
Blood.
Yeah.
Or whoever. Yeah, which.
Yeah. The one that's been fighting Blood Dancer, basically pulled Blood Dancer away from a fight with the one that's now unconscious. So, it's taken relatively few hits compared to the other two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I will magic missile that one.
Go for it.
Oh yeah. Have you heard anything from Monet?
This should be at 2. At 3rd level.
So 5d4 plus 5.
4 plus 4. Add 1, so 16.
That hits. Well, they hit anyway. Yeah, because it's automatic.
Damn.
So 16 points of damage. The one that was already badly hurt, yes?
On the one that attacked blood.
Oh, okay. So the one that's taken less damage.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And now it's Blood Dancer's turn. The Otyugh that's been playing with you has just been hit with some magic missiles from Big Man. Blood Dancer. Do you want to swing your sword again?
Yes.
I will also give him the ouchies.
Come on then.
D20 plus 10.
By the way, as a bonus action, do you want to move your hex over to this Otyugh?
Yes, I will move the hex over.
Okay, good. So D20 plus 10, that's a hit, and that's a critical hit. So because you got savage attacks as well, that means you're going to roll lots of extra damage dice. So let's see. So you're going to be doing 5d6 plus 10 for the Black Razor itself. If you're adding Psychic Blades, that's going to be another 5d6. And the Hex is another... oh shit, and you've also got the Green Flame... No, you're not. You're using Green Flame Blade again, yeah?
Yeah, I got that up, yeah.
So that would be another 3d8.
What?
And Hex.
Why?
Would be another 3d6.
Kranikin.
5d8 plus 10 plus
So-
5d6.
5d6 plus 10
Mhm.
of plus...
Yep.
Where's the 5? Plus another 5d6 from the psychic damage, and then 3d8 and 3d6.
Kranikin.
Okay.
CRANACHAN.
Perfect.
I
73.
think it's dead.
You'd hope so after that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
How do I kill it if I did successfully?
Wait. Let me do the math first. Stop
No
jumping
math
guns.
allowed.
Stop jumping guns. 7,
Cream, whiskey,
8, 9, 10, 11.
honey.
Oh yeah, it's down. So,
We need oats, but I think we probably change it.
do you have an idea of how you want to kill it?
Only
Or do you want to let me describe it?
Describe it,
Sorry?
please. Can you describe it, please?
Okay. You plunge the Black Razor down the Otyugh's throat. And as you pull the sword back out, you angle it upwards, slitting up through its back, splitting the top of its maw in two as you pull the blade out.
Let me guess, he's drenched in blood and shit.
Blood, shit, and bile is just pooled in the top of this corpse. Now. That was cool. So there's only one Otyugh left, and it's looking pretty weak. Amira, would you like to finish off the last Otyugh? I'm going to assume it's a yes, because barbarian.
I don't understand why it's hard to say, though. It doesn't seem that hard to say.
If yes, then roll 2 iterations of d20 plus 7 with advantage, please. It's like summoning the spirits. 2 knocks for yes. 1 knock for no. Amanda.
Guarma.
Ellen's
yeah.
playing Red Dead in the background, if you're wondering what the noise is. The random words. Amanda!
Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not rubbish, it's really nice.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh! The green flame would have jumped.
Crannigan.
So, could you roll another 3d8 plus 4 Blood Dancer?
No, but it's Cran-a-ken. There you go.
Pardon?
Yeah, there you go.
You'd use
Charlie.
Green Flame Blade. That jumps to another target. So,
Oh, yeah.
can you do another 3d8 plus 4 against the other Otyugh? You may be able to finish off 2. And you do.
Yeah, it's
So,
whipping cream,
with
raspberries, honey.
so the green fire, as you are slitting one Otyugh open, the green fire jumps from your blade to the Otyugh that Rivers had been fighting, and yeah, it sets the Otyugh on fire. It falls unconscious. Its flesh bubbling under the heat of the green flame. So yeah, combat over. All 3 Otyughs down.
Damn.
One of them is practically a bath full of, like an open bath full of bile for you to just scoop some out of, if you so wish. Damacos.
Yep. What's left?
So yeah.
Hello?
Hello. The Otyughs are dead.
Left.
Otyughs are dead.
Oh, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Brilliant. Okay.
One of them was slit open,
I'm
so they're basically.
first of all,
Go on.
I'm going to go swimming in shit. Find Steve.
I'm gonna go rummaging around in poop for Steve. Okay.
I am going to rummage in poop for Steve.
Okay. Let's have you do an
Perception?
investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
Investigation. I'm going to investigate some shit. GG today. I investigated shit. Okay.
Yes. And yes, Blood
Talk
Dancer,
to
you can
me.
yank out some teeth. Ooh, 14! So, you dive into the poop pit and move your arms around a little bit, and you find your hand your hand grips the hilt of Steve. You presume it's Steve.
Yep.
And you
I will recognise Steve when I see him.
straighten back up, holding the sword aloft over your head, as
Yep.
as
It's an
poop slops
Excalibur
off the
moment,
blade
alright?
onto you. Yes. What kind of roll for the teeth? That would be a
Excalibur.
strength check, Blood Dancer, and it would be a disadvantage because you're still diseased, unless somebody's gonna cast
Well,
Cure
I think
disease on you.
Alvar's the only one now, because what's her name?
or
In
lay on hands
order, that's
for 5 points. But that would require Rivis or Damakos to be aware that you need to be cured of disease.
Do they know I is the ills?
Apparently not, because Damakos is busy holding aloft Poopscalibur.
It's called Steve.
It's called Steve. Yeah, it's called Steve. Steve the Sword. And
Yep.
Rivis is still recovering from having been stunned, I'm assuming. Well, that's the in-canon reason we have for his internet being dodgy.
Listen, if Blood Dancer were to like cough in a pathetic manner, I'm sure Damakos would notice and lay on hands.
Does the shadowy thing go away?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking, now that the combat is over and the bloodlust sated, you would stop your blood dance, the sword would disappear, and you would be back to your cheerful entertainer self, with no idea about how on earth the Otyug in front of you got split open like a chicken.
What I'm gonna do is, the shadowy side decided to try and yank out Teethy, and that's when he kind of lets go, and you just see Blood Dancer just as like he comes back to consciousness, his hands on one of the teeth, trying to yank it out, and he kind of goes, "I don't feel what?
I don't feel so good."
In Elvish, I don't feel so good. Why are my hands on a big giant teeth?
On a big giant's teeth. Damakos, do you know
I'm
Elvish?
gonna try and pull it out.
I do not know Elvish. I did say if Blood Dancer was to cough pathetically.
Yes.
Probably. That's I need help in every language.
Nobody knows Elvish.
But Damakos has tongues.
Damakos has tongues up. Right, the tongue cast on it.
Oh,
So yes, you
right,
do
that's
understand.
still active. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do understand then. Okay, I will lay on hands on Blood Dancer.
For 5
Go,
points.
here you go.
To cure the disease.
5
Sweet.
points. Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What happened? I blacked out.
I no idea. I was fighting this thing, and then I was looking for Steve. Okay, he went down on it.
Big man, you probably had, since you teleported to the side of the room, you probably had a better perspective on Blood Dancers turning into a scary psychopath of death.
Yeah, if you're looking over him, you'll see him kind of covering up his like shoulder, like opening where he keeps his his child.
Protecting her from the
Right.
Go on.
Your voice just cut out for a moment after you said "big man," and then I couldn't hear you.
Okay.
What did you say?
Yeah, you'll see him. You'll see if you're looking at Big Man, you'll see him like kind of protect like his shoulder compartment where he keeps his little baby mimic.
Huh?
Mini mimic.
You okay, big man? Did your little friend get hurt?
Sure.
Blood Dancer looks very confused.
You know that face I told you that you made? That you just went scary all of a sudden?
I remember you saying something about it. Yeah, I don't remember doing that though.
It happened again.
Can you remember much of what you just did?
What did I do?
They're there and
Just take a look in front of you, and you can't understand me.
Yeah.
Tongues.
He does.
No,
He cast it on Damakos, not on himself.
Oh. Blood Dancer's got tongues.
It would have made. It would have made
Well,
more sense. Yeah. If Blood Dancer casts tongues, then yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
everyone will be able to understand Blood Dancer, and Blood Dancer will be able to understand everyone else.
Yeah. I think we need to get Blood Dancer to some kind of wizard and just have Blood Dancer be able to speak common.
I don't remember going dark before. Did I go dark again? I don't remember.
Would you call it going dark if you've never? If you're still feeling
He
it?
just calls it blacking out. He's
Yeah.
just using dark because that's what
Fair.
Big Man used. I black out sometimes and I wake up in strange places. I woke up in one clan once and I blacked out in one place once. And woke up in another one. It's weird, this happens to me occasionally.
It's how you got
Do
your
I?
name, remember?
Yeah.
You woke up once and everyone was calling you Blood Dancer.
That's actually how I got my name. I blacked out once and woke up and everyone was calling me Blood Dancer. Before that I was called Half Pint.
I didn't know that. Oh, that's great.
That's one hell of a name origin.
Yeah. I have what did I do? I don't remember.
Rusty, no.
Look at the Otyugs. That's what you did.
Yeah,
I
point
didn't do
at
that.
Yurg that's split open.
You're gonna have to roll persuasion because Blood Dancer does not believe he did that.
I mean, especially since your primary weapon is a rapier.
Could this little thing do that?
Oh yes, that could be true. I'm sure we can find an amulet that can cast tongues.
Big man. Maybe there's some kind of amulet that can cast tongues on him. Yeah, this is also true. But Big man, if you would have overheard Blood Dancer say, "How could this little rapier have done that?" You would recall seeing a massive honking black blade, like something resembling more of a greatsword type deal, that Blood Dancer was somehow just wielding one-handed.
17.
17?
Yes.
For what?
For persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh,
Blood
okay.
Dancer
It's
does not believe him.
Insight. Are you wise enough to realize that you're not being tricked? This is the truth.
I don't know. He's got a +3.
No, you'd get
Roll it. Oh no! This time, yeah, you don't believe him. You think he's having you on. He's joking with you. He's pulling a trick. He's pulling
You're sure that wasn't Rivas or Demokos? They're the ones with the super cool blade powers, not me.
a.
Come on, Rivas, you did that, didn't you?
Rivers. He's typing.
A mirror, maybe?
I don't carry swords, says Rivers.
Was it you, Amira? Did you have the big blade? Do the killing of these things?
Amira, if they're not available to answer themselves, they're probably just going to hold up, like, look down at the battle axe that they're still holding and look back up at you with a incredulous look. Battle axe don't do that. Damagos will be collecting bile out of the open, just scoop out of the open Jotyug. Trying not to get burned. Yes.
Demokos.
May I suggest tongs if you have such a thing?
I don't have any tongs. I only have my flask.
Yeah, I'm cast on you.
I don't even. Oh, what?
Not tongs.
Yeah, you just have a
Yeah.
Not
wreath of
tongs, tongs.
Yeah, just have a wreath of tongs just
Tongs.
flying around you.
Ah,
Tongs.
calipers.
Oh, shush.
A ladle is what I need, actually. Ladle.
Has anybody got a spoon?
Ladle.
Oh, the little lady who. Just a bigger spoon.
Look, I will just grip it very gingerly using my sleeve to maybe cover my tips of my fingers.
I imagine you
and,
use
like,
at least some of your lay on
dip it
hands
in.
to heal up your own hand.
Yep, probably. I mean, we're probably going to have a little rest here, aren't we? And roll up some hit dice, because I think people are quite low on health.
Oh yeah. That was quite the battle.
So we'll probably have a little break. Yeah, let's so I got my flask anyway, flask 1. So guys, we got everything we need for the night hag.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be happy.
Now you just need to get back alive.
Yep. Shall we have a little break here before we head back to the necropolis?
Have a spell that could shield us from the dangers. We should probably not cast it in a literal shit pit.
Which spell are you gonna cast?
What do you mean spell that can shield us?
I prepared Tiny Hut.
Oh. It's not on this character sheet. Cool! So you're gonna cast Tiny Hut?
Yeah, I guess we move a little bit away.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in the shit pit though. Presto! Oh, he is prestoing himself and everyone in the party.
We're not resting in shit. Yes. Okay.
Presto, 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 presto.
So the unless you choose to, unless you leave the tiny hut yourself, the tiny hut will remain for 8 hours. The people you've invited can come and go from the tiny hut as they please, but Blood Dancer, as the caster of the spell, you will have to remain in the tiny hut for the tiny hut to remain up. Okay?
Yeah, we're taking long rest or are we taking short rest?
What do you guys think?
We could probably take a long rest if we've got the tiny hut.
Aye.
I think it's going to disturb us.
Yeah, especially because spell slots and stuff.
Yep.
Long rest.
Plus tiny hut you can actually cast as a ritual, so as long as you take 11 minutes to cast it, it doesn't use a spell slot.
Yes, that's what I am doing.
Okay. So you rest and recover and think back over your recent adventures and chat about them before finally falling to sleep.
Yep.
And that's what you can do in the RP chat. And we'll pick it up from there next time we play. Yay. I hope you guys listening at home have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed playing. It's been fun. You may notice when you check out the description of this video that includes a link to our Discord server. Please follow that link and join our community. It is fun. Blood Dancer's probably about to tell you that we have cookies.
We do have cookies. And we have cream this time. Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. Okay. Well, I cannot guarantee that you will actually receive cookies and cream if you join the Discord. But it's a nice thought. And also, you know, this video needs likes and subscribes, and we need to get in front of other people's peepers. So if you could help us with that, that would be fantastic. And we'll see you next time we play. In the meantime, no matter what role you play,